Hello everybody, welcome back. You probably noticed I didn't make many videos this week. That's mostly because not much has been going on. We're still in a pretty severe lockdown here in Sydney. So I haven't been able to put any new perches up or put the nest boxes in, which I was really hoping to have done by now. But I might just feed the pigeons and we can have a quick look at them. I'll start down here on the hen side. These guys are all on the floor because they're waiting to be fed. They don't live on the floor. There's plenty of perches. There's a whole set of perches behind me as well. I know there was a bit of a comedy sketch video put up recently by someone who thinks there was no perches in the loft. But there are plenty of perches. You don't have to worry about that. Before I feed them, these eggs are due to hatch in another day or two. They are the barless pair eggs. Are they down here? Yes, this is the mother. This one at the front is the mother of those eggs. I moved those eggs into the brown nest because the brown eggs weren't fertile. She looks like she wants a feed. And I'll show you the father of these eggs once we get onto the cock side. Anyway, obviously the birds are hungry. Let's put some food in for them. So these ones on the floor are the tamer ones. And obviously more will come down as they realise the food's there. You might notice that these guys have a lot of pellets in their feed at the moment. And that's because of the eggs that are about to hatch. This is a high protein, high fat pellet, which is good for the crop milk that the parents are going to be feeding the babies. You can tell that I don't keep them starving, especially these stock birds. They're not smashing the food, they are taking time to pick out their favourites. The cockbirds are nice and hungry as well. They're really looking forward to a feed. Let's get some food for the cockbirds. So, because there's no eggs or babies in the cock side, they're just on the normal stock mix. Just the peas, corn, wheat, sorghum and the safflower. But they're begging for their food, so let's take it over there. So again, these guys are just down here for the feed. The only bird that spends a bit of time on the floor is this tiger grizzle. And that's by his choice. He just enjoys being on the floor. It's his whole little domain down here. And he likes to chase off any other birds to come down. There are plenty of perches in here, and the birds do not live on the floor. This one in the middle, this blue checker, he is a barless split, a barless carrier, and he's the father of the eggs which are in the other side. And for a barless split or a barless carrier, he actually is a very, very nice pigeon. That's his father over there, the red checker, and he is one of my best champion breeders. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the babies out of this guy and the blue checker pied hen. And it's pretty funny that the babies out of this barless project are going to be my first racing pigeon babies for this year. It is a bit annoying that I still haven't been able to get any breeding boxes built. I really was hoping to have them done by now, and the lockdown's really just throwing everything for a loop. I might have to see if I can get some timber delivered, because who knows when this lockdown's going to end, and I do need to start breeding. There's a lot of birds in here that I'm only going to get one round of, and then I'll be moving them on. So this opal grizzle, I'm going to see if he can go back to his racing loft. Who else is not going to stay? This ash red spread as well. I'm not going to keep him for too long. And there's a few others, I'll see behind me. Yeah, this black guy, this black cockbird, I'm not keeping him for too much longer. So there are quite a few birds who I do need to breed from so I can move on and make a bit more space. And just not being able to build at the moment is not making that easy. What are you doing? This is the boys' side. You live over there. So yeah, like I said, I might see if I can get some timber delivery, or I don't know what else. Maybe even just get some temporary boxes so I can get a little bit of breeding done and we can make some progress. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little update. I'm sorry I don't have more to tell you at the moment, but we're in a fairly serious lockdown at the moment and there's not much I can do about it. So for now, this is about all I can do. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll try and get another update for you soon.